Hello, welcome back to another episode of Not Your Average Joe and Dad, and today we'll be talking about what we did today and what Dad's going to do for a velvet
Velvet what?
hunt.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is another episode of Truck Talk. Sitting in my truck outside of deer camp. Yeah, Jinx. And so we have no intro, but we're recording this on the phone. And just kind of wanted to touch base. We've been out. What we've been doing?
Putting out some deer feed.
And changing camera batteries.
Yeah.
And finding a tree for one of my spots and had to carry the pole saw out and do some cutting.
Yeah.
Really open that up. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then kind of the big news of the day for me is as we were changing the batteries out and putting new batteries in, I had like 600 pictures upload because they haven't been uploading, and we got a sure enough shooter on camera.
Yeah. Target acquired.
Target acquired. How many points did it have?
10.
Yeah, it's a nice deer for our camp. Probably one of the nicer deer I've had on camera.
Probably one of the nicest deer I've ever seen here.
Yeah, it's a nice deer. So hoping he starts hanging around a little bit more. Joe's kind of mad because I think it may be one he missed last year, but we don't know. I think I have some pictures of this deer from last year when he was smaller.
Yeah, I believe you wanted to shoot that deer, but
but I'll let you try, and you whiffied. But yeah, we're kind of in the countdown. It's Thursday, Thursday the 4th of September, and as of next Friday, our velvet season opens. So it's kind of crunch time.
Yeah, because you only get 3 days.
Yeah, they Mississippi does something where they do a velvet season. So it's, I want to say, the 12th, 13th, and 14th, or it's either 13th, 14th, and 15th. It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday hunt, and you have to get a special permit, so it's like $10. But any buck you harvest has to be submitted for a CWD sample. So you have to cut out the lymph nodes on the lower jaw and take those to a CWD testing area. If you don't do that, you are in violation of the velvet season. But after the 15th, it shuts down and then doesn't open up again until our regular season, which is October 1st. So crunch time, we actually have, quite a few contenders on the table.
Yeah, we got one smaller buck that's been hanging around with a 10-point, but nothing else that I really know of. Dad might know more.
Yeah, there's definitely some that if I had a bow in my hand, I'd shoot. We have a lot of one-horn bucks. It seems to be an epidemic around here. We got one that's got 5 on one side and doesn't have anything on the other.
I want to shoot that one.
And then we have another one that has like 3 or 4 on one side, and then his other side is actually just basically almost looks like a split brow tine, but no other horns, and a couple others actually. So if some of those walk out, I would take one of those out of the herd. We've had these consistently on camera for quite a while.
There's really no herds, but
there's always a herd.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's kind of what we've been doing. Pretty excited. Me and Joe have been shooting some bows.
Yeah.
Really trying to get that dialed in. And one of the kind of the big fun things we've had in the last week or so is I picked up a fun little toy shotgun.
It's not a toy.
No, it's not a toy, but it's a little shotgun, and Joe's having a ball with it. It is actually a Kel-Tec KSG 410. And so it holds 14 plus 1, and it's a pump action shotgun. Most people are familiar with the KSGs. But tell them about it, Joe. You brought it out to camp, and we actually we
filmed the YouTube video.
Yeah, which we'll put together and put out. But when we got it, I went ahead and got a Picatinny rail for it because it comes with like this handle integrated front sight, and
which looks very dumb and hideous.
Yeah, Joe didn't like it, and honestly, the sight isn't very functional.
No, not at all. It's like a little plastic piece that's like nylon or whatever.
Yeah, and so got that Picatinny rail on, and went ahead and put a red dot scope on it. And so we brought it out to camp and actually did a little bit of testing. Tell them what all we shot through it.
So we shot some 2.5-inch shells. We shot some PDXD personal defense.
Was that a Winchester round? Do you remember what's different about those?
So it has 3 cylinders, like 3 little cylinders of like, was
45,
it copper?
Yeah, copper 45 caliber round cylinders.
And then it has a whole bunch of, well, not a whole bunch, but it has some bird shot around it.
Yeah, so it's a self-defense round. You basically get 3 45 diameter copper cylinders, and then behind that it's loaded with either 12 or 15 individual kind of bird shot BBs.
And also, this is a 410.
Yep.
So, and then we shot 2.5 inches double out buck. Was it double
Triple
out buck?
out.
Triple out buck. And then we shot some 2.5 inches slugs.
And what was your favorite out of all those?
PDX.
Yeah. Well, kind of tell them what you did. I sighted it in, so I got it basically dead on, dead aim at 25 yards with a slug. And then Joe shot. And what'd you do? You went, tell them kind of.
Decent.
Well, no, tell them what you did. You went 10 yards, 15 yards,
and then
25 yards.
We did 25 yards, and we don't need to talk about my shooting.
No, you weren't bad. I mean, you were freehanding it. You got to get used to it. It's the first time you ever shot a pump gun.
Yes, and that's a very cool first pump gun.
Yeah, it is really fun to shoot. And it honestly, with 15 rounds, it puts a lot of stuff downrange, especially if you have the right ammunition in it.
And now it's home defense.
It's everything, yeah. But so Joe shot it from 10 yards, and he went through and shot a Winchester PDX round and saw what kind of pattern it did.
It did horrible at 10 yards, but at 15 yards, it did really good.
Yeah, and then we put, a fresh target on. So at 10 yards, we did a triple aught buck and put a fresh target on. Then we stepped it back to 15 and did the Winchester PDX and then did a fresh target and did the triple aught buck.
We did PDX and then a slug because we put a fresh target on.
Okay, yeah. We did a slug. So we basically tested the yardage, 10, 15, and 25, and really kind of wanted to see what the shotgun was what the pattern was doing.
The best one for me was 15.
Yeah. Joe was a little shaky on his freehand shooting. So at one point, I had to jump in and shoot a PDX at 15 yards just to make sure that it was...
No, that was at 25 yards.
I did shoot at 15 too, though. You were shooting everything kind of low and left.
You did buckshot for
I did them all. But you were shooting everything kind of low and left, and why were you shooting them low and left?
Jerking the trigger.
Yeah, it's kind of anticipating that shot and really pulling that trigger.
It's a heavy trigger.
Yeah, it's the reason I got the gun is Palmetto State Armory online put these things on a crazy deal. It wasn't on my radar. It was a marketing email that got me.
But it was like $200.
It was $299, and normally they're like $450 or $5. And for $299, I was like, oh, let's have some fun with this. But overall, I was really impressed with the gun. I don't think we had any kind of issues with it. The pattern at 15, actually the pattern at all of them looked good. Yeah. When you're the buckshot at 25 yards didn't really hold in real well. That was probably the one I didn't like the most.
Yeah.
But with 2.5 inch triple aught buck, you're really only getting 3 pellets. They really spread out. The PDX though still holds together pretty good. Like if you're talking a man-sized target, it covers the target.
But at 10 yards, the PDX only one cylinder hit, but at 15 yards, all 3 of them hit.
And that was with Joe shooting.
Yes.
My spread was a little tighter. I want to say at 15 yards with the PDX, all 3 cylinders were within 6 inches.
That was my shot.
Or your shot. I thought it was mine.
No.
It was yours?
Yes. And
then the buckshot, I was getting a rifled slug, and that was pretty consistent. And I did it at 25, but it actually I did it about an inch high at 25, and that should actually be dead on at 50. So who knows? We may play around and try to shoot a deer with it. I don't know. But it was really fun. Joe had fun shooting the little YouTube video. I got to put it together and get it out. What else you got to say about the KSG?
I love it.
Yeah, you love it?
Yes.
But we've been getting our walks in. Joe's been walking with me every day, kind of getting ready, try to get in shape for this elk hunt in Montana. Hitting the gym and walking every day with 53 pounds on.
Yeah. Sometimes it was 30.
Yeah. Mostly here lately it's all been 53.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crunch time. It's September. Go to Texas October 1st. I'll have my birthday in Texas, so that'll be
Hopefully,
fun.
get your birthday deer.
Yeah, hopefully I find a nice deer in Texas. And then after that, I think the season in Montana starts on the 25th of October. Just got to find my way up there, but it's crunch time for training and just making sure that I don't die in the mountains, or at least being in good enough shape to where I enjoy the experience.
You use crunch time too much.
Have you? It's crunch. It is. It's crunch time. But be in better shape than Joe because we've been out here walking the deer camp and he's been whining a lot. He's like, "Can we go home? I'm hungry."
Be quiet.
Uh-huh. So, but a little walking's
It's an
good for
extra
you.
hot day.
It actually, the weather's actually started to feel pretty nice.
Well, today was extra hot from yesterday and the day before.
No, it's not. It actually
Yes,
feels
it
good.
is.
The wind's blowing.
When the wind blows, it does feel nice.
But it's always good when you set up your deer spot, though, and walking out what you see, or walking in and walking out what we see.
So walking in, we saw one little doe, and then on the way out, we saw about a 4-point and then a 6-point.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell the points, but I mean,
The second one out, I'm pretty sure was a 6.
yeah, the second one was definitely a rack buck. Yeah, a rack buck, full velvet. So was the first one, so it's real nice. But it's always nice to see those kind of where you're setting up your stands and getting ready.
Yeah.
Now they were probably 500 yards from where I would be hunting, but let you know deer.
But they were like 15 yards from us.
Yeah, the deer lets you know deer are in the area. That's always a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
And then the spot where we have the nice deer at, I kind of thought that spot had died. Well, come to find out, the batteries were dead. And we changed batteries out today, and I think I've had 550 pictures upload. So that spot is very much alive.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you looking forward to?
For you not killing that 10-point and me killing that 10-point.
Well, that I make zero promises there. If it walks out, I'm not gonna let that thing pass. I'm at least gonna make an attempt to get an arrow down range.
Yeah, hopefully it's a attempt.
In a 10. So you want me to miss?
No, I don't want you to miss, but if you shoot, I do want you to get it. But if you don't shoot, I want you to not kill it.
You
I don't
got
know.
you got me confused. So you want me to kill it, but you don't want me to kill it.
Well, if you kill it, I'll be happy and angry. But if you don't, I'll be happy because I want to try and shoot that thing.
I'll tell you this: if something works out and one of us gets that deer, it may be the biggest. It's probably the biggest deer taken off of this property since I've been here.
Yes.
It's definitely one of the biggest ones I've seen on camera, which is refreshing, to be honest with you. You know, we keep losing acreage on a deer lease. Went down to from 1,250 acres down to right at 400. So the fact that we're still seeing deer and very consistently seeing deer, and better yet, a really nice deer. I don't know. It kind of.
That's honestly not too far from like the road. It's like about 400 yards, 500 yards.
That's probably a little more than that. It's right on a creek bank, but just seeing a deer like that kind of, it refreshes you and kind of gets you excited. It's like you're not doing it for nothing. You know, kind of the chase is on, you know, which is definitely fun. But besides from that, Joe had an experience today that he didn't even really know he had. But he got put in for his first draw tag.
Oh, yeah. So in the Texas?
Texas.
You can apply like youth. And Dad applied me for 3 turkey hunts.
Yep. So it's actually his first time putting in for a draw hunt. So I did 3 youth turkey hunts. I was actually getting on to see about
exotics.
Yeah, and just to see, because I mean that would be fun if Joe pulled like a nilgai tag or
I would love to kill a nilgai.
something fun like that. But unfortunately, I think those are all closed.
I could say that I've done something that Steve Ranella has done.
Yeah, but they had the turkey tags open, so I'll absolutely drive to Texas and hunt if we pull a turkey tag for Joe.
And I'll be taking my 410 turkey gun.
Yep, but he'll have to get in shape. He'll have to do more walking with me and get in that peak physical condition.
And we all probably know that I'm not going to get this tag, but just keep applying until you get it.
That's right. Hey, that's the name of the tag.
And also, it's free for youth.
That is, I was actually surprised. I mean, for an adult to put in an application, you have to, pay for it. But for youth, it was $0 to apply. So pretty excited about that. I mean, we'll keep doing it until he draws one. That's the beauty of being young. You have hopefully time on your side,
And then didn't you say when I turned 12, you can put me in for Western hunts, like
Yeah,
more of them?
when you turn so a lot of the Western states, you can't legally hunt there until you're 12.
Mm.
And so when that happens, we'll probably start buying you points
Mhm.
for some and then maybe put in for others. The main difference there is they're more expensive than like a Texas type of
Yeah.
situation. But that's pretty much it on the deer front. Next podcast we do will probably either be I'll be getting ready to get in the woods for velvet season, or it will be right after and we'll be able to update on kind of how the hunt went. I'm already kind of checking weather. We've actually had some decent days, but it looks
Mhm.
like during the velvet season, it creeps back up almost to 90.
Hmm.
At least the lows are going to be in the high 60s. So that'll be nice. We don't get many of those in August. I know it's September now, but it's been 70s, 80s at nighttime has been real hot. So a little reprieve from the heat. Pretty excited about that. Aside from the deer stuff, it's been baseball.
Mhm.
We start those games actually next Monday and Tuesday.
Yep.
So,
Monday.
yeah.
I thought it was Tuesday and Thursday, not the
n-
same days of practice.
No, it's not. Your first game's Monday and your second game's Tuesday. So
So does that mean that we would have practice on Thursday?
I don't think they keep the same practice schedule.
Hmm.
So we've been doing that pretty hot and heavy, and we should actually have that wrapped up by October 6th.
Yeah, we only get 6 games.
Yeah, it's a fall season, so it's pretty quick. Which that's good. You get your baseball in, but then we also have plenty of time to be in the woods.
Yep.
So anything else you want to talk about?
Going back to the draw hunt, if we could draw me a nilgai, that's a once in a lifetime hunt.
Oh, that's a dream hunt. Yeah,
I know.
100%.
And if I can get it while I'm this age, well, that would be crazy.
I would be jealous.
I bet you.
But, it's the things and so putting in for that kind of stuff, really, you just want to explore all your opportunities, right?
Yeah.
So if you love hunting and you want to get out there and do it, why not
Get out there and do it.
get out there and do it? Put in the tags and, beauty of putting in for tags when you're a kid, like I said before, is you have time. So
You get points.
if we start putting in for Western tags, Joe starts acquiring points. By the time he's in his late teens, 20s, or even 30s or something like that, hopefully he'll have enough points built up to where he can really pick and choose some really special type of lifetime hunts where whether it be moose or bighorn sheep or some of those things that are harder to get.
I wanna hunt, what is it? Those white sheep goat type of things
Mountain goat,
no, they're exotic to Texas.
oryx,
Yeah.
ibex,
Oryx.
oryx. Mr. Chase shot an oryx last year.
Yeah, that's why I wanna shoot one.
Oh, you want to shoot?
I saw the picture of it. It looked
Yeah,
really
it's a big old goat. But you also have ibex and some other things.
Ibex gets ginormous.
You can hunt ibex in New Mexico. And then you can hunt Gould's turkey in a portion of New Mexico.
Ooh, yeah.
All it takes is money and time. I'm going to need you to get a job. Put in for all these tags. I'm going to need you to work it off. So anything else you want to talk about?
No.
All right. Well, hopefully next podcast we'll be getting ready to get in the woods or better yet, update you on maybe a deer that we've killed or I've killed.
Yeah.
I would love to come back on this podcast and be like, hey, the stars aligned, that 10-point walked out, and I made a beautiful shot with my bow. But there's a whole lot of if in that sentence.
Yeah.
And then if it really works out, I'll tell y'all that I won the $1.7 billion on Powerball.
Oh my goodness, you've been going so hard on that.
I have not been going hard. I have buddies in Alabama that want me to buy them tickets because they can't.
Yeah.
So, but I said, cut me in for a slice. So if I get a little slice from 1.7 billion, we'll get all the tags you ever want.
Yeah, most you've gotten is 8 or 12 on Powerball.
Yeah.
$8 or $12.
Yeah, you don't play that often, but when it gets to 1.7 billion, it's hard not to go get a ticket. So anyway, I think that's all we got. You got anything else?
One more question. What would you do if you got that money?
What would I do if I got that money? Probably just keep on living my life the way I'm doing, but most people probably won't ever hear from me again. First thing I would do is
apply for tags.
No, first thing I would probably do is go find me a piece of land in Montana.
Oh, yeah.
And a cabin, and
Mom would be like, nope, nope, nope.
don't care. If you get that kind of money, you could catch a plane anytime you wanted. No, I would. I mean, it would be. I would find me a little piece of land in Montana. I mean, I would. You'd stay.
That'd be your vacation home.
I'd be my hunting home. I don't know. You can wish and dream. It doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt to be a dreamer.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll get that YouTube video posted hopefully in the next day or so of the KSG 410 and Joe talking about it. Aside from that, I think that's all we got.
Yeah.
Tell
Let's
'em-
go home and get some lunch.
Tell them what they need to do.
Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thank you.
All right. See y'all later.